welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, but I am back. I filmed today's video Thursday at work. I kind of decided to do an on the whim type of vlog and never did an intro, so here I am 2 days later, finally recovered and rested up from my hectic day at work because it was just a little background of today so that you can kind of understand what's going to be going on, even though I'm gonna probably like do some voiceovers in some parts. But right now at my job, if y'all don't know, if you're new here or something, I work at a daycare learning center. It's not just a daycare, like, you know, we're actually teaching the kids every single day. It's something new for them and stuff to learn each day. So, you know, there's a teacher in the room, like it's a teacher in the room for the preschool kids, and then a teacher in the room for the infant and toddlers. Ideally, it'd be like 2 teachers, but since like it's only literally Sky, my baby, and another toddler currently who's like full-time, and then there's like a couple of drop-ins, it's just basically me. So I'm in the room, in the infant and toddler room with my baby, both my babies, and the other toddler who goes there. So I have 3 kids in my classroom, and then there's about I think it's 8 kids in the other classroom. I could be wrong. So anywho, just so that y'all can kind of understand, so it's 2 separate rooms. But today, like, I got called in to work you know, this Thursday, because I don't work on Thursdays. Right now I'm just on call for like extra help if it's needed some days, and then, you know, for these days, like, you know, I can go in and I don't have to pay for my babies because I am being called into work. So yeah, I did not know, basically, when I got to work, my advisor, or my supervisor, basically my aunt, she had training both Wednesday and Thursday, so she wasn't going to be able to be there like Wednesday and Thursday until about like 3 o'clock. She wasn't going to be back till 3 o'clock. And so then we had a sub teacher for the preschool kids because their teacher was out from like a upper respiratory, like, viral infection or something. So the preschool teacher was not there either. And there was a sub on Wednesday, but the day that I went on Thursday, the sub unfortunately couldn't come either. So, and that was very last minute. So you know, my aunt, she messaged me and was like, okay, like, can you get here at 7:30? Because usually I start my shift at 8 o'clock in the morning. And so I was like, okay, like, let me get the girls ready. And that's why. So ultimately, I was the only teacher there. There was another lady there she's the cook, and she kind of floats in and out of the classrooms, like, to help out, like if we need a break to go like to the restroom, heat up our food for our lunch and whatnot, and also like gets the lunch ready for the kids. For our classroom, the room that I'm in, she brings the lunch and the snacks into the classroom when it's time for them to eat, and the preschool kids, they eat in the lunchroom. So that is basically how it is. So it was just me and, you know, the cook at work, just between those 2 rooms. And then also the person who, there's a like shuttle van basically, and it picks up one of the other preschool kids, and he usually comes around 2. And I don't really know, but I guess he wasn't working either that day. So literally the other person there with me, the cook, she had to leave around 1:30 to go get the other kid and come back. So she was gone, I don't know, probably about like 40 minutes or so. And so it was literally just me there at the school, which y'all will see. I kind of was floating in between like both rooms, like just keeping tabs on the kids because that's usually their nap time. But y'all are gonna see, like, I don't know, I guess the kids just collectively decided to wake up. So yeah, but anywho, that is enough rambling. The content, like the video, is gonna probably look real cut off because I filmed with my phone in portrait, like, you know, straight up and down, and I didn't like flip it sideways because originally I was just gonna film this for like a YouTube short, and then I realized how much like how much content I actually end up creating, and I was like, okay, this is very long, like I might as well just upload it. So here we are. But anyways, stay tuned. I hope you guys enjoy just a glimpse into my life at work. It was very hectic. Like I said, this is not a typical day for me at all. This was very much being like, you know, in a very unfortunate situation where like 4 of the staff members were unavailable to come. Well, 3 staff members and the on-call sub was literally not able to be there. So it was just me, majority, and the cook and stuff. So yeah, y'all, you had to adapt and overcome for sure. So yeah, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. I don't have an outro or anything, so yeah, but like, comment, and subscribe, and bye-bye. So after the kids finished their breakfast, we got our day started by doing some apple painting because this week they are learning parts of an apple. So I showed you what we had put up so that we can teach them. And then after they finished painting, we washed our hands so they could get the paint off. And then here you'll just hear me singing the ABC song because we want them to wash their hands for at least 20 seconds. Good job. Throw it in the trash. Good job. Yep, and we're gonna get our marks off and take them off. Then after we finished washing our hands, we sat down for our story time, and usually I'll just let the kids pick out a book and then we'll start reading, and I'll try to get them to interact as much as possible. Wiggle your nose. Wiggle your nose.
You sitting down? Ooh, Sky, go put that back, please. Go put your pencil back. Go put it back, put it back, put it back, back.
And then after our story time, I went ahead and put Selah down in her crib because she ended up falling asleep while I was doing our story time. And here's her. I got her down.
Say alligator. Where's that alligator go? You want to put the alligator in there? Ooh.
For our center play today, I chose for us to work on puzzles. Usually for center play, it's pretty hands-on, and I like to interact with the kids to help them, you know, put pieces in the right spot and give them praise when they do actually do it. So yeah, we just had a good time doing the puzzles, and Sky is new to the puzzles, so I tried to help her.
You want to put it? Ooh, good job. Yay.
So after we did our center play, the other staff member with us, I'll call her Miss C. Miss C took the kids outside for playtime. Usually they go separately, but today, of course, short-staffed, so we had to do what we had to do. So she took them outside, and while they were outside, I was able to just clean up, get the room situated and sorted. And Selah was still sleeping in her crib too, by the way, if you can see her in the background. She doesn't go outside with the toddlers or anything like that when they do outside play. She pretty much stays in the room, you know, with me the whole day. And yeah, I usually stay in with her because obviously she's my baby and, you know, I can't take her outside. So that's why Miss C takes the kids outside herself. So yeah. For the infants and toddlers, we have to log everything about their day in parent report sheets. So we're logging everything that they eat, all their snacks, you know, what time they go to sleep, what time they wake up, every time they use the restroom and stuff like that. So that's what I'm doing right there. And then afterwards, I'm just getting the next activity set up for what I want the kids to play with when they come back inside. So yeah. So right after kids finished playing outside, Sayla had just woke up. So right here, I'm just feeding her while the kids are doing some independent play. So I'm able to have a little wiggle room while managing, feeding Sayla. Then Miss C went to go cook lunch for all the kids. And so I was just watching both classrooms until it was ready. And it got a little chaotic, but...
Okay, can I have silence, please? Thank you.
Once again, this door isn't usually open, but of course it was, so I was able to, float in regularly into both classrooms to check on them, and yeah.
Sit down. Sit down. No.
Okay, then Miss C finally finished the lunch. She brought the lunch in for the toddlers and then took the preschool kids in the lunchroom to eat their lunch. And then afterwards, it was time for naps. And right here, I'm putting Sky to sleep. And once the kids went down to sleep, I went ahead and disinfected the area again, wiping off the table. And then I sat down to eat my lunch. Then around 1 o'clock, Miss C actually had to leave to go pick up the other preschool kid who usually comes in the afternoon time. And I swear about 30 minutes after she left, and that's when all the kids decided to collectively wake up. Here's Sayla, she woke up as well. Here I am. I merged all the kids into one classroom, the preschool classroom, because it was just way too chaotic. And to calm them down, I had them do some free expression drawing. So my aunt actually returned back to the school before Miss C did. She came back around 3, so I was able to take my preschool kids back into our room, and then we were able to play for a little bit. So I just had them doing this little activity, letting them play until the other preschooler's parent came to pick them up, and her dad came to get her around 3:30. So we ended up leaving right after that. I had to stop by the store really quickly, and then afterwards we were on our way home. So yeah, thank you for watching. Working my nerves again. In my DM trying to creep, but I'm not working them. She want a Lambo truck, wanna be like Ari.